Hey everybody, it's me, Lady Ferris. I'm back again with another rap reaction from ERB. And finally, I get to finish the Mount Rushmore. Yay! Okay, so this one is Theodore Roosevelt versus Winston Churchill. This is EpicLLOYD, I believe, as Theodore Roosevelt, and Winston Churchill is played by Dan Bull. Y'all, this might be a long video because I did a lot of fucking research, y'all. Oh, so much research. Anyway, let's just start. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be speaking over the video a little bit, but the link to the original video is gonna be in the description box. So, you know, don't worry, y'all. I got you. And yeah, I mean, you know, these are two great men. I actually took some notes because, like I said, I did a lot of research. But yeah, I took some notes because I felt like it was necessary for me to do this properly. There are a few things that link these two men in history in a way that you wouldn't think so, but I'll say that all of the linking toward the end, probably. You know, I can't help myself but pause and talk for like 97 hours. So, let's just start, okay? Okay, let's start. Okay, nice jaunty song. Yup, that looks like Winston Churchill, all right. That's Dan Bull. They did really good with the makeup and the outfit and everything. Very 19. I'm guessing they're getting like a 1930s, 1940s Winston. More 1940s, but you know. All right, this is older Winston. Okay, cool. Let's continue. Look at him! He looks amazing. I mean, EpicLLOYD is just like, looks so perfectly like Teddy Roosevelt. Y'all. Yes, I'm okay with this. Okay, let's continue. I'm actually gonna go back so y'all can see everything from the beginning again. Anyway, okay. Okay. Oh shit.
Now where would I mount the stuffed head of a Winston? I'm into fitness, digging ditches through an isthmus, rough riding down a Cuba line. What's up, bitches? I keep my rhymes pure like my food and drugs. I'm an American stock, and you're the British Alma-Phi. I mean, for Christ's sake, look at that mug. At least grow a spruce mustache and cover part of it up. And let's face it, you're not all that great. You tossed away lives in Gallipoli like they were scraps.
Bro, he did.
Miserable country is the size of one state. And see my way to running that without donning my pants.
The glasses.
Toe to toe with me, you bloated drunk old man. Why don't you do on over to a 12-step pro?
That's true.
Trust fund lush with my American muscle. So walk softly over here and give my big stick a suckle.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot to break down. I am going to try to do this the right way. Let's see. Oh. Okay, that's where would I mount this head of a Winston? Okay, so he's mounted on the head. His head is on Mount Rushmore. So I'm guessing like I'm a face in Mount Rushmore. You aren't. So okay, good job there. A little weak, but okay. Digging ditches through an isthmus, like Cuba. Like what's up, bitches? Okay. First of all, I'm gonna be dead honest. I don't quite remember too much about Cuba, but I know that he had a huge impact on basically how Cuba kind of became protected by the U.S. or he had like not exactly a hand on connecting Cuba to the United States, I don't think. But, you know, like, I think he started the ball rolling. So You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too well versed on that. So if I mess up, please, Oh, like he keeps his rhymes pure. I love that picture, by the way. He and his food. Yes, the reason we have even, an entire program in which the drug industry is closely monitored and the food industry is closely monitored by the United States. He started it because drugs started off more of like snake oil based kind of stuff. So they weren't regulated. So a lot of people were being fed either drugs that were harmful to them or drugs that did absolutely nothing to them and just kind of bamboozled the public. The same thing with food, especially around the restaurants. Food wasn't exactly nutritional, but now it's because of him that we have, an entire system here in the United States, to kind of watch over the food industry and be able to make sure that the food that is being given out to the public is, not only edible, but also healthy. Healthy enough that it's not going to make you it's not going to stunt your growth. It's not going to, that kind of stuff. I'm not talking about McDonald's. That's different. But, overall, if you're going to, the whole reason we have a USDA for meat and all that stuff, it's because of that. So that's a big deal. The spruce mustache. Yeah, I don't think that's a big deal, but I think it's considered manliness because it needed, throughout history, it's considered here in the United States, if you can grow a really strong beard, you have a lot of testosterone and therefore are stronger. And I do want to add that Roosevelt did actually start boxing because he had problems with asthma. So he actually found he got picked on and beat up at one point when he was much younger. And he found himself a trainer who taught him how to box. And it's pretty fucking cool, actually. He essentially worked himself out of his asthma. That's not okay. The Ponce's is glasses, the glasses that he's wearing. That's it. And the Gallipoli. Okay, so I'm gonna be dead honest. Churchill did not have full hand on it, but they kind of passed it off and were like, okay, well, it's your fault because you were in charge of the entire Navy, basically going off to a particular place. I don't particularly know exactly where, but a lot of people died in Gallipoli. And I think it was against the Turks that they were fighting. So it was like New Zealand, England, or the UK, and several other countries that, that were a big deal back then. And the Turkish kind of they were fighting against each other. And the Turks lost a lot of people, but considering that their naval fleet and all of their entire naval forces wasn't as strong as the Turks, they actually ended up losing I think over 40,000 men, and that was a huge loss. Now, I'm going to say this again, Winston Churchill did not have full hand on it, because he wasn't directing the ships, but it was kind of passed off onto his plate. So I would say, yeah, okay. And that the UK is the size of one state. Okay, but the United States didn't reign as long as the UK, but still pretty strong part. Okay, next. You bloated drunk old man. Do-si-do into a 12-step program. Okay, Churchill had a problem with smoking cigars and drinking heavily. So he wasn't anywhere near as healthy as Roosevelt was, because that dude, bruh, he was strong. He was strong because he worked his way to strength. He wasn't born strong, but he worked his way through. And Churchill basically just kind of he continued living life I guess you know, with all the drinking and stuff like that, basically imbibing the whole time, you know. And 12-step program is for drunks. Oh, American Muscle. Big shtick a suckle, you know, suck my dick. Basically. Alrighty. So I think we're good. We're caught up. Okay. Let's continue. Now on to Churchill.
My American muscle! So walk softly over here and give my big stick a suckle! Pass me a cigar and a large glass of brandy. I'm about to take you out prematurely, like your family. I am the Rye Minister, fresh in a hat and dinner jacket. You look like a mix of EpicLLOYD and a Pringles packet. I was saving the planet from an axis of darkness while you were back home opening national parks. You were born asthmatic, you're going to choke hard while I wake up every day and chain smoke cigars. I'll fight you on the beaches, I'll fight you on the beaches. Anywhere you want to fight, I'll fight you and I'll beat you. See, I might be battling you even though I'm toasted, but tomorrow I'll be sober and you'll still be roasted.
Okay. Yo, this is, oh my God, this is so good. Why are these men so amazing? Like, bruh. Okay, anyway, let's continue. Okay, large glass of brandy, again with the imbibing. Yeah, like basically he's just basically saying, hey, I could be drunk, but I'm beating the shit out of you, so like, what are you fucking talking about? Which is a weird flex in my point of view. Okay, let's see, what else did he say? I'm the rhyme minister for prime minister. Okay, that's good. That's a good one. Good job, damn bull. That's why I love you, man. Oh, like a mix of EpicLLOYD in a Pringles packet. I'm not sure if Pringles actually took Teddy Roosevelt's face and just kind of decided to create a brand off of that. However, I know that Teddy Bear does in fact have his reason why he has hang on, y'all. I am trying to oh, okay. Okay, so I know the teddy bear is named after Teddy Roosevelt. Okay, someone basically said, okay, well, you know, the inauguration of the presidency is happening with Teddy Roosevelt. I am going to make basically a plush toy and I'm going to name it after the president. However, there is a follow-up as to why they decided to particularly pick a bear. So Teddy Roosevelt was being guided through the woods and he was a hunter, okay, which was very common in that time. He basically his guides, basically what they did is they caught a bear, they tied the bear to a tree, clubbed the bear almost to death, and then basically invited Roosevelt to shoot the bear. And Roosevelt refused to shoot the bear because he was like, I can't shoot something that's unfairly tied, and then on top of that he's helpless. And you know, he was very much a zoologist. He was a lover of nature. He was a lover of animals in general. So I'm thinking that that's why they decided to name the teddy bear after Theodore Roosevelt. Okay, so I know that part definitely made sense, and I wish that he'd have chosen that instead of the Pringles packet. I don't know why, but okay. Let's see. No, opening national parks. Yes, Theodore Roosevelt is known for opening national parks. As I said before, he was really into animals and nature and all that shit. Again, weird flex with chain smoke cigars. Who gives a fuck? You're like literally killing yourself. But okay, I'll fight you. Oh, okay. I know why he said the chain smoke cigars, because it's a direct link to Theodore Roosevelt's asthma issues. I'll fight you on the beats and I'll fight you on the beach. Basically, Gallipoli is kind of like a little island which was close to a beach, which was where the naval officers where they fought the Turks, and it was a beach. And there was a battle there, but I mean, like, he lost anyway. Like, again, weird flex. Okay, that's it. Let's go on to the next one. This is gonna be long, y'all.
Even though I'm toasted, but tomorrow I'll be sober, and you'll still
So I'll
be
beat you
roasted.
while...
My parents died when they were
I'll
young,
beat
and
you
tomorrow
while
I'll be
you're...
sober, and you'll still be roasted. My
While
parents
he's
died
drunk.
when they were young, and it was morbid, but at least they didn't ditch me when they were alive. Oh shit, World War II soon. Well, Teddy's dropping bombs, so you best go, hadn't you too? You should be ashamed of your military honor. Everyone knows you're back at home, like thank God for Pearl Harbor. Don't worry, the U.S. will give you a pass. Just change your poster to keep calm and kiss my cousin's ass. Get it?
Damn! This was rough. Dude, Teddy. EpicLLOYD, this was harsh. Okay, what he means is, okay, Churchill was not given up for adoption. However, his parents were estranged. Churchill had a younger brother. He was older from his brother about 5-6 years. Okay, and his parents didn't exactly have like the best courtship, and they didn't have the best marriage, so they were like estranged. So what they did is basically they handed him off to a nanny, and the nanny basically raised him. So yes, handed off like his parents got rid of him basically. You know, obviously, even though both men grew up rich and in well-established families. But I mean, like, oh, and by the way, just in case, Theodore Roosevelt had 2 older brothers and 1 older sister, I believe. He was a middle child. I think he had like 1 younger sister. I'm sorry. But yeah, 2 older brothers and 1 younger sister. And yeah, I think he was a middle child. That's the only thing. Okay. Well, Teddy's dropping bombs. Oh, because of the Pearl Harbor. Okay. So, wow, y'all. So World War II soon. What the thing is, there's Winston Churchill was alive during World War I and World War II, which, in all honesty, Churchill got caught in the middle of a war during the Boer War. He was a prisoner of war, and he escaped, and that's why it was a big deal, because he was a reporter for the Daily Mail and Morning Post, which are 2 very well-renowned and established newspapers in those times, and for the Daily Mail right now, yeah. So, you know, what they did is like, you know, what he did is like, for World War I, he kind of just like was not really embroiled. He was more like upset that that people even wanted to go to war, I think. But on World War II, he was basically like gone. He was like, oh, cool, okay, World War II, I'm gonna go hide in my little bunker, you know. So that's really what he did. And Pearl Harbor, I'll be dead honest, I don't really know too much about Pearl Harbor. I know that had it not been for Pearl Harbor, Winston Churchill would not have become, he wouldn't be as resoundingly important in history, because he basically kind of told that, you know, he needed something to boost UK's imperialistic views. Okay, so Pearl Harbor, it's the whole reason for his success is because he was there 100% there for the whole Pearl Harbor thing. So he became relevant again. So basically it's like, bitch, you wouldn't be even relevant if it hadn't been for Pearl Harbor. Okay, so what else? Okay, there we go. Let's start again.
Hey there. I don't think it's very fair.
Oh, he's known as Bulldog.
With a teddy bear. You're no man, you're an overgrown Boy Scout. I should stuff you in a pram just so you can throw your toys out. They put your fat head on a mountain to save face. But if Rushmore was a band, then you'd play bass. Look at Roosevelt, the dude's about to lose the bout to Churchill. If a bullet to the chest won't stop you, my words will.
Oh, okay. So, okay, to save face, let's see. So Winston Churchill was known as the bulldog of Britain. And obviously Teddy Roosevelt, teddy bear. Okay? Crap. Okay, let's see. What else? Hang on one second.
But if Rushmore was a band, then you'd play.
I mean, we have George Washington, Frederick Douglass, Abraham Lincoln, and then Teddy Roosevelt. To be honest, I don't think he would play bass, but I mean, because you're basically saying, okay, you're kind of like background noise, like nobody cares about you, like nobody's going to pay attention to you. Obviously, the one person they're going to pay attention to is the drummer, the guitarist, and the vocalist. No one gives a shit about you. And that's not entirely true, because a lot of people really look up to Theodore Roosevelt, and especially in the United States. So, at least he's part of the members of the group. So, whatever. Anyway, let's continue. Bullet to the chest. Okay, I'm gonna explain this in a little bit, okay? Because this is long.
Stop you, my words will. A bullet can't stop the bull moose. TR will give WC the full deuce. Whatever shit you throw at me, I'll just return to sender. I'll battle to the end and I will never surrender. Hold walk, poster, you just saw.
Okay. Okay, I like the beat. Now, as for Teddy Roosevelt getting shot, I just felt like this was necessary. There's so much to unpack here, okay? So what happened is Teddy Roosevelt did get shot by a man called John Fleming Schrank. I think Schrank or something like that. He was a saloon keeper, and and basically what he did is he shot at Teddy Roosevelt, and the bullet passed through a steel eyeglass case, right? So like something that holds his glasses or his Ponce at the time. Okay, it was steel, and a 50-page folded copy of his speech that he was due to give that speech that exact same day, right after, at the time that he was, like a few minutes before he actually, after he got shot. Okay, so what happened is the shooter got disarmed by an actual Czech immigrant called Frank Bukowski, and mind you, the shooter was actually about to be lynched. But Teddy actually stopped the crowd from lynching him, and basically said, let's wait for the authorities, and the authorities are going to take him. But he also told the authorities, do not hurt him or cause him any violent harm. Just, make sure he's incarcerated. That's all he really wanted. And the which part here? Oh, crap. The full deuce and bull. The full deuce is because it's hang on, that's not it exactly. Bull moose. Bull moose is an actual third party, also known as the Progressive Party. Okay, this was where he did actually the speech in which he got shot at the PNC, which is the Progressive National Convention. Okay, and it was a third party. It was aptly named after him because he called himself healthy as a bull moose. Okay. And this was in 1912, y'all. So the Bull Moose Party didn't actually succeed for very long. It was something that just kind of fell apart. However, after the shooting, what Teddy Roosevelt actually did is he was very good with anatomy, and also he was a naturalist. So he knew his body very, very well. And he knew that he wasn't coughing up blood. And because he wasn't coughing up blood, he decided, I can still do my speech because the bullet hasn't hit my lung. And he was right, of course. So he actually did a 90-minute speech while fully bleeding into his shirt and jacket and everything. And he actually, the doctors thought that if they removed the bullet, it would have caused him more harm. So he actually had the bullet inside him for the rest of his life. So that's really what they were talking about. The Bull Moose is the third party that was created by Theodore Roosevelt, along with others, members of the Progressive Party, in 1912 or something around that time, the early 1900s. During the speech in which he got shot at, he said literally, and I quote, "Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know whether you fully understand that I've been shot, but it takes more than that to kill a bull moose." You know? So these men they're considered great men. Oh God, I paused it in the perfect moment. I love that phases. Anyway, but although, to be honest, Winston Churchill is seen a little bit more problematic nowadays, whereas Theodore Roosevelt, not much is said about him, unless you've heard other stuff, and he's become recently problematic. I have yet to hear anything about it, but, you can disagree. And they have a lot in common, also a lot of differences. They both are very much for imperialism. Obviously, Theodore Roosevelt was an imperialist of the United States, and Winston Churchill was an imperialism of the UK. They both promoted very progressive outlooks. However, Winston Churchill did defect to the progressive side after being basically due to personal ambition. He was not okay, I think, with the Republican Party at the time, because a lot of what he said didn't fit within the Republican Party at the time in which he was in. So a lot of the things was that he read a lot of Western philosophers and admired the USA for the way that it was considered. He basically was anti-military expenditure, and he promoted secular non-denominational education. So basically, you don't have to pray to a god if you don't want to in school. But he was extremely sexist and very, very racist. So, I mean, he didn't just kill people in Gallipoli. And both of these men actually won Nobel Prizes. Theodore Roosevelt won a Nobel Prize for Peace Prize, for basically guiding the way to to the stop of Russo-Japanese War. And Churchill won a Nobel Prize in Literature. He was a writer and all that stuff, so he was very, very, very well learned. They're both have children. Theodore Roosevelt was homeschooled, while Churchill actually was put into an all-boys school. Winston Churchill had a lot of behavioral issues, whereas Theodore Roosevelt actually had the asthma in their childhoods. That was their biggest problems. And basically that's really what sets these men apart, but also differentiates them. But also makes them somewhat similar. And I think that's one of the reasons why it was fantastic that these two great artists like EpicLLOYD and Dan Bull, were considered why they did this rap justice, or this versus justice. I think both of them did fantastic. I deeply surprised and I very much love this battle. In my estimation, I believe Theodore Roosevelt won. But you know, you can disagree. I loved it, and you know, that was my reaction. So basically what I'm just gonna say is, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to check out more videos like this, or check out the ERB playlist, it's going to be in my channel. And if you want to see more, you can subscribe for future videos like this. And if there's any comments at all, whether you disagree, agree, whatever, you can put it in the comment section below. All right, guys. It was awesome seeing you. Thank you for joining me again. Bye-bye. Take care, y'all.